Welcome to Baby Voodoo. I just TR'd and level 1, and I'm about to do Heyton's Rest here on Elite. And, as I was gearing up, I got a little irritated about something. I thought, I'll do a video to talk about this. What I found a little bit irritating is, well, this is the first time that I have ever been a level 1 toon, at least on my native server, since the Cannith crafting pass. And so, historically, what I would do when I was a level 1 toon, I'd go craft myself a bunch of gear. And in the old system, crafting stuff was pretty cheap. In every single level, I would just, disjunct the gear, basically erase what was on it and recraft it. And it didn't cost that much to do that. But now, crafting costs a lot more ingredients, And you can't really afford to have, to craft new things every level. And most of us probably don't have the bank space to have that stuff set aside for every level. So I think what a lot of people are doing is just sort of making like stuff about every 4 or 5 levels and having that set aside. And I think some people are also just making sort of generic items, like knowing that, I'm going to want a con item, I'm going to want a resistance item and these things. And since they're bound to a count, you can move them around. So when I started gearing up, I just sort of intuitively went to do what I normally would want to do, and that is craft myself a bunch of stuff. And I started looking at, like, this is going to start costing 15 stacks of collectibles. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to be wearing this stuff for, like, literally a handful of hours. Do I want to spend 15 stacks of collectibles, even if they're common collectibles, Do I want to spend that just so that I can do Korthos quests? Or harbor quests? Like, I don't want to spend that stuff. I don't care if I have 100 or 200 stack of this stuff in the bank. Like, it's just, to me, it's just not worth it. So I feel like it's a little cost prohibitive. I feel like it is cost prohibitive for this lowbie stuff. And I know, I've seen comments on the forums and stuff where people have said, for low level gear, maybe we can find a way to make this stuff cost less. Because right now, if you're not familiar with the way the new Cannith crafting system works, is if you are crafting yourself, say, a Constitution shard, for example, where in the old system you would craft, like, you could craft a specific shard, like you would craft a Constitution +2 shard, or you would craft a Constitution +6 shard. Well, in the new system, you just craft a Constitution shard. And then you craft a minimum level shard, and it sets whatever value of whatever shard, in this case a Constitution in our example, to whatever level is appropriate for that. So if I was level 1, I craft the same Constitution shard for like a level 1 as I would for like a level 30. The difference is when I apply it to my gear, I'm going to use a minimum level 1 shard if I'm level 1, or a minimum level 30 shard if I'm level 30. It's the same Constitution shard and the same cost to craft that Constitution shard, no matter what minimum level I apply to it, no matter what gear, what level that gear ends up being when I'm finished crafting it. So, yeah, so I find that a little bit irritating. And like I said, this is the first time sort of experiencing that for myself. Voodu's got a bunch of past lives, so I'm just like, you know what? I mean, with all the defensive past lives, I got 37 armor class out of, well, let's take off things that would be giving us armor class, for example. Let's just take it all. Let's get naked. Naked Voodoo. So 31 armor class and 29 PRR and 20 MRR, just like right out of the box because of all the past lives. And so the only thing I'm gearing her up with is just trash that I found on the auction house and in the pawn shops. I mean, it's just, Jade Ring, Con 1, Natural Armor 1, Wazul's Amulet for the Uber Power Gamer Reflex +2 save. I found Radiance 34 on the armor, Thorn Guard on the boots. So like on my Mithril Shield, like I didn't even craft anything on it. I just crafted, minimum level 1. So it's got like a +1 enhancement bonus. And I've got the Uber Ember Rapier. So I'm just going to wear what I find. I'm not wasting my collectibles I'm trying to craft lowbie gear. Can't do Reaper, Korthos. I know it shows that I have a little bit of experience, but that's just because I had a handful of experience stones set aside. I actually started to do this quest about an hour ago, and you can see I got to the first room, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a video of Voodu's first quest this life. So I'm back to Warlock. Back to Warlock. I just got done doing 3 deep gnome lives, and for those 3 lives I did cleric for one, barbarian for another, and bard for another. And that actually that was my 3rd cleric life, my 3rd barbarian life, and my 1st bard life. Bard's cool because of the past life gives you, +2 saves versus enchantment spells, so like dancing balls, for example. And I was thinking about, I wanted to do 3 Shard Archai too, but I just, with Reaper coming out and stuff, I wanted to get back to my regular build so I can have some fun in Reaper mode. And if I want to go back and do Shard Archai later, I can do that. I forgot to get myself some healing potions. That's okay. This reminds me of the first video I did for probably like every series that I do where I start at level 1. I feel like I always forget to buy healing potions. And then I shame myself during the video, and then I go and buy them right away. It's a vicious cycle. So, silly Korthos quest, but hey, I've never done a video for it before, and as I have said, one of my goals with all of this is to have a video for every quest in the game. It means Korthos too. I have to do a video for the grotto one day. I should do it as like my April Fool's video and like do like a really full like walkthrough tutorial. And have it be like this 45-minute thing where I'm in the grotto going over every little thing. It'd be pretty funny. It would be funny to me. It probably wouldn't be funny to anybody else. So today is February 6th. I probably won't post this video until like mid to late February because I have several other videos that I've got to post first. I still have like 2 from the Deep Gnome lives that I did. I think I have a Slayer tour of Orchard, and then one where I did Acute Delirium. And then today I did a video where I talked about reincarnating on request. Then I gotta do the final video for the Northwind series. This is actually the 3rd video I'm making today. That's a lot for me. I don't usually make 3 videos in one day. But earlier today I did the reincarnating video. I did the Alabaster Lioness video. Because today is the first day that the Lioness just came out. And I thought, yeah, I know there are people that watch my channel that get a little bit of news out of it. And I want my viewers to, because like I said in that video, I know I got viewers out there that aren't playing regularly right now. And for whatever reason, there's lots of things that in real life that take us away from the game, and I want to make sure that my viewers at least see that they should log in right now and get their Lioness, because it's pretty cool, pretty neat toy. To me, it's totally worth like going VIP for a month just to get that. I'm already VIP, so I got it. But if you're not VIP and you like toys like that, then probably worth it. And you know what? If you don't own all the content, you can go VIP for a month, get your Alabaster Lioness, and you can play all that content that you don't own. Test it out, see what you'd want to buy. I should be a salesperson for Standing Stone Games. Nothing useful. And for what it's worth, there's just a secret door up here. I don't have anything to see it, but it just loops around to the start. How much damage does this do to us? I guess it stops shooting acid after we pull the lever. Let's turn the aura on instead and just stand here. Let everything die in the aura. See how long that takes. Too long. He cannot withstand the power of the Ember Rapier. Is that what it's called? Ember Rapier. Alright, well that's my silly little Korthos quest and my little level 1 crafting rant. Thanks for watching. I hope to do lots of videos along the way, and I would really like to do some Reaper ones. You know, Reaper only been out for literally a couple days at this point, so I'm still new to it. And I've had fun with it so far, though. But I haven't tried any like high-end Reaper stuff. So hope to do some Reaper videos as I'm leveling up Voodu back to cap. If you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. If you have questions about my build, you can respond at my build post in the Warlock forums. And if you're on Sarlona, you're welcome to send me a tell.